Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's real late, Hot 97, and this guy came through a few months ago, and a lot of people enjoyed what you did when you came through. His name is Crimeapple. He's got an album out right now with DJ Muggs. The name of the album is
Medallo.
Medallo.
Papá.
You're Colombian.
Colombian.
Is that
Colombian American.
Is that why you make the? Is that why the pronunciation of all the Spanish that you have is so much more complicated? It feels like than other Spanish stuff. For me, as a gringo,
Maybe. It could be.
because what was the name of your old album that you said was hard to pronounce?
The first EP, Metralleta.
That's not that hard. Metralleta seems normal, but
That's-
but
I mean, killing it today.
Medallo
Medallo.
pronounced.
Yep. Medallo.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think that's an intense pronunciation relative. For gringos, it's hard for us. So, first of all, how'd the album with Muggs come about?
I met Muggs unexpectedly. I was in LA cooking up with Alchemist and shout to Earn Dog, eternally in his debt. He called me over to do some drops for Soul Assassins Radio.
Mm-hmm.
Happened to meet Muggs, and one thing led to another. We did a song, we did another song. We just had a good chemistry and it's good vibes. You know what I'm saying? That's the homie right there. That's the big homie, an icon.
And how many songs you got on this joint?
13, including the bonus tracks.
How are things like? So when you came in last time, shout out to my man Mark, Top Shelf Premium. And by the way, I should all be saying, I am hosting an event with Mark. It's going down on Friday, August 30th. Doors are at 4 p.m. It's called Supply and Demand. Okay, it's at Brooklyn Bazaar, and it's like a mix of performances, street vendors, people selling all kinds of gear,
Good
vintage
food.
hip hop, food trucks. It's
Come
just going to be a
on.
day of hip hop, food, great music, performing yourself, Mayhem Loren, ETO, Nems, El Camino, and many more. I'm hosting it. I'm going to be there all day hanging out with the people. It's going to be a great time. Friday, August 30th at Brooklyn Bazaar, 150 Greenpoint Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. But last time you came in, I really wasn't that familiar with you. And then...
Oh, I know.
Yeah, you could tell.
I could tell.
And then afterwards, though, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I love when things like that happen, though, because it's organic. You know what I'm saying? Like, after you came in, I guess, I don't even know if it was from hearing you spit or just the music that you sent me afterwards. But once I heard the music...
Nah, man, I didn't send you no music.
Who did? Someone gave it to
Maybe.
me. Mark, did you send it to me?
Yeah. Hopefully. Hopefully.
Who no.
Because I would never, you know what I'm saying?
No, Skiz sent it to me.
There you go.
Is that
Shout out
right?
to Skiz, maybe. I don't know.
Skiz sent me the cleans. He sent me the full cleans.
That's fire.
Which, by the way, is a great example of how important that is, because after I met you and then he sends me the cleans, now it's this person I can picture and put a face with, and now I have clean of all their music. And so I just started playing joints every week for like, I don't know, 2-3 months.
Thanks, Skiz.
Yeah, you had a lot of...
Happy birthday. Happy
Yeah.
belated birthday.
You had a lot of joints on that last project, man.
Thank you.
So how does it feel like things are going, though? Has it seemed like a slow progression for you career-wise?
It depends, right? I mean, the first EP came out September 2017, so it hasn't
Not
even
that
been
long
2
ago.
years. So
Yeah.
we're covering a lot of ground
So
in a
it's moving
short
pretty
time.
well.
You know what I'm saying? I'll
Where-
be at the Hip Hop Chem Festival in 2 weeks in Czech Republic, rocking in Germany after.
Don't beat anyone up in the streets of Europe.
Oh, no.
Just be careful.
I'm going to be chilling in my hotel or a nice restaurant.
Yeah, there you
Chilling.
go.
Low-key.
So you feel that people are starting to recognize what you're doing pretty quickly.
Big time.
And where are you getting the most love?
I don't know. It's crazy. I mean, I was just in Colombia, to a little vacation, and it's just even there. You know what I'm saying? A bellhop comes, runs up to me, wants to take a photo.
Really?
Yeah. I'm popping out in Colombia. I mean, I'm popping out in LA. Based on my collaborators. When I do a show in LA, it's crazy.
Also, man,
The energy's good.
I say this over and over again to the point that it almost feels like boring to say it, but I just feel this way. LA's underground scene is so appreciative of good underground music.
For sure.
It just feels like in New York, it's one of those things where we take it for granted because it's the birthplace almost. And LA, there was always kind of a hunger for what we were doing here, for what people in New York were doing.
Look, I get busy out here, and I know I've done plenty of shows where a lot of people are sitting there knowing the words, but you know what it is? Sometimes they're a little too cool to exude that energy that LA will have. There's a lot of fervor in LA.
Yeah, and fervor for good music. I think it's also a response probably to the fact that Hollywood is so what Hollywood is.
Right.
That as a result, there's a flip side to that coin. and that is people really want to rep for underground stuff. So let's play a couple of joints off of this project, this Muggs project right now. Pronounce the name of the album again.
Medallo.
Does that mean metal? What does it mean?
Nah, that's what people in Medellin, which is where my family's from, that's kind of what they call it out there.
Well, that's what they call Medellin.
Yeah, that's what people who are in Medellin
Oh, if
refer
you're a
to
person.
Medellin as.
Oh, got it. So
Right.
it's referring to the place, not the people who are from there.
Colloquial term.
Got it. You recorded the album, as Top Shelf was just telling me, in Colombia.
That's a fact.
And
That's a fact.
did you bring Muggs down there?
I sure did. Yep. I have Muggs chilling on the block.
And what is the block like in Medellin?
I mean, there's a lot of different types of, environments over there. Some more pleasant than others. But yeah, I think we did a good job of, covering all that. I showed them a lot, and the homies that were with me. Shout out to Primo Prophet, who was also a liaison, moving around out there.
Had you spent a lot of time there previously?
You know what? Before that trip, I hadn't been in 12 years, but as a youth, I'd probably gone like 13 times.
Wow.
So your family
went
been a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's the biggest Colombian community here? In Jersey?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of Colombians in Elizabeth. Shout out to them. There's a lot of Colombians in Jersey, though, for sure.
Was there a big Colombian thing on Sunday?
This Sunday? Maybe.
I feel like
Independence Day was the 20th, so there might still be some festivities cracking.
Yeah, so I know 2 weeks ago people were really celebrating, and that was the hot weekend. That was when it was like 100.
I was there for Independence Day.
In Colombia?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so now you've just been straight up in Colombia all the time.
Oh, yeah, it's a wrap. I'll be there every other week. It's a wrap. I just signed a deed on some property.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Wow, good for you. So this hip hop thing's doing all right.
It's working, man.
It's working pretty good.
It's all right. It's all right.
Why Crimeapple?
Crimeapple. That was just a slang term that I invented back when I was on my Jack LaLanne, actually trying to lose a little weight. But, we were mixing all types of things in the juicer, some illicit substances.
Got it.
So it was
It's an
like,
interesting choice for a
what I'm
workout
saying?
plan.
Yeah, just the homies, we was on the same thing. I think we watched, what's the name of that? It was a movie, a documentary with the dude who juiced for like 30 days and motherfuckers is high trying to see if they could do the challenge, putting hash oil in there. You know what I'm saying?
That'll help. That will make you hungry, by the way.
Yeah, it was silly. But the word just stuck, and I was about to just stop rapping, and I was like, well, if I'm gonna do it, let me just give it one last good go, but let me do let me just be my truest self. You know what I'm saying?
Is there anyone in hip hop whose career you really admire and would like to follow a similar path, or is the path for Crimeapple not out there yet? You're just setting it for yourself, and
I think it's the latter, but that doesn't mean there aren't careers that I do admire. Like off the top of my head, Evidence. Shout to him. Much love to him. Always shout to Enzo.
Yeah, shout to Evidence, man. Great dude.
Vinny Paz. Love what he's been able to do. Roc, obviously the God. Without Roc, there is no me and a bunch of other cats.
And when you say Roc, you mean
Roc Marci.
Roc Marci.
I'm talking about the God MC. The last emperor, as I like to refer to him. Come on.
Is he your goat?
He's I mean,
He's
come on. If
goat.
he's not, it's different now. I can't be like, I'm not gonna get like snobbish about MCs, but like, if he's not on your top 5 right now, then you know what I'm saying? You're just probably looking for something else.
First of all,
He's he's not even like an MC, but like
That's
just an
what I'm
artist. He's an artist. Like he's an artist in every sense of the word, man, and a complete gentleman.
He is. He's a wonderful guy, a wonderful artist. Last time he was up here, I got absolutely torched by his fans because I'd forgotten how many songs he did with Action Bronson. I was like, yo, you collaborate with Action Bronson? He was like, yeah, like a few times. And I was like, oh, yeah, I played those songs. I just didn't remember. People were like, how dare you bring him in the building and not remember who he collaborated with? I was like, guys, I know he's
Fervor.
Yo, it's
You know what I'm saying? So those
I was
guys
like,
like
I
that,
called him. I wanted him here. I love Roc Marci. Yo, but his fans are really intense, and I get it.
fervor.
He's so different too.
Cultivating the fervor.
You know what it is? It's there's certain people in a lineage that I consider to be the lineage of Dilla and Madlib, of these cats who are like soulful and incredible as rappers, but also move to their own beat, literally, quite literally too. Like from a cadence and rhyme standpoint, move different directions that no one else ever moved. It's kind of the same way I feel like Madlib as a producer moves whichever directions he wants to move. Like he doesn't follow a particular structure that was laid out for him.
For sure.
I feel like Dilla did the same thing beat wise. Just moved. Roc Marci raps in ways that you're like, It's phenomenal. And there are other people under him who came out and did different things. Like, I really enjoyed Ka for a little while.
To this day.
I haven't peeped
To
any
this
Ka in a minute.
day.
Is Ka still dropping mad bars everywhere?
Nah, he's selective, I think, but
yeah,
he's still sharp as ever.
And yeah, he was,
What I can
and he
hear.
was another guy. Him and Roc are doing a project right now. Oh yeah. So there's those guys like Roc Marci change culture, change the way cats are doing it.
Absolutely.
So shouts to Roc Marciano. Have you listened to the Gibbs and Madlib project?
Of course.
You love it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's interesting because, like, I'm not the most well versed with all of Gibbs' catalog, right?
Yeah.
I remember like being on it when it was a straight killer, no filler. I don't want to mess that up and have his fervent fans.
And they'll
on
come
my
for you
ass.
next. Right.
But like, I'm saying, like, yeah, it's dope, man. Like, and he's just he's hitting a different kind of pocket where it's like I love that he's got like kind of like 1 foot in one world and 1 foot
Yep.
in our world. That's just amazing. Like I just love seeing that shit go well. You know what I'm saying? It's a win for everybody.
And I think that's kind of, to me, it's a big part of where the culture is going. Is like if you can find two cats who really can cross into two different spaces but make sense when they meet, when their Venn diagrams sort of come together,
Right.
and in that space they work, but they both have these two worlds that are different. To me, that's where you get gold. You get two different fan bases. You get music that sounds original. It's cross-pollinating the culture. It just makes the culture better.
Album's got some bangers.
What?
No question.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of both albums. Congratulations on how everything's going, man. Happy to have you up here. I'll be happy to see you August 30th at the show.
Supply and Demand,
Supply
the
and Demand.
underground hip hop show on the East Coast this summer.
It's
There's
gonna be.
nothing touching that.
I'm very excited about the combination of music and vintage dealers and food. I mean, these are literally all the things I'm into in life under one roof. Is it outdoors or are we under roof? Indoors. So Brooklyn Bazaar is indoors. This is, if you don't know him, by the way, Top Shelf Premium. Check him out on Instagram as well. Follow everything he does. Whole freestyle series where he's had artists like Crime and so many more rhyming, but also has the gear online. And he and many more will be there on August 30th, Brooklyn Bazaar. Crimeapple, go cop the album with him and Muggs, and thank you for coming through, bro.
Absolutely. Cop that album, Medallo. It's an icon and a new guy. It's a special. And I'll be in Czech Republic in 2 weeks. See
In Prague?
I'll be a little outside of Prague, but I'm touching Prague before I come home. I think we're hitting Frankfurt, if I'm not mistaken. We're moving. And
Where
a
can
big
people
show, big show in New York too in October. I can't really get into it, but I'm coming out supporting another iconic hip hop act, hand selected by them.
Woo! And where can everyone find all information on things Crimeapple?
Crimeapple likes to deal with people on a one-on-one basis, right? I sell a lot of merch, and I still sell it at the DM. I own crimeapple.com, but just Google me because there is no crimeapple.com yet. I'd just rather you hit me up. So you hit the Twitter, hit the Instagram, everything's there. My Instagram is lit. It looks crazy. Just go
Dope.
through the photos, and you hear the music. You see it all.
Crime, thank you, bro.
My brother, I appreciate you.
Cheers. Crimeapple. It's Throwbacks next. It's real late on Hot 97.